Help support our coverage through Amazon Prime. Get free music with Prime Music, TV, movies, and documentaries with Prime Video, and free games with Prime Gaming. For this and a whole lot more, go to PLUGHITZlive.com/Prime.
Our next guest, someone who has been on before, I'm excited to get to interview them. Stern Pinball, welcome, Zach Sharpe. How are you? Oh, you're not Zach Sharpe, are you?
No, that was not, but I am Zach Sharpe.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm good. That was a good, quick wake-up call for me. So thank you. You're keeping me on my toes.
Absolutely. Well, welcome back. I myself am somebody who has been a fan of you guys' work my entire life. I am an analog freak, and pinball machines are just my jam. I love pinball machines. It's hard for me not to just dump my quarters in them whenever I see them somewhere. So tell us a little bit about, for those who may not be familiar, a quick synopsis of Stern Pinball and what you guys have going on right now. Some of the exciting things that y'all have coming out.
Sure. So we've been in business for over 30 years. We are the world leader in manufacturing, designing, and producing pinball machines. We've had a very successful year. We've released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Stranger Things, Avengers, and what we just released last month. And
there we go.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Now, just imagine Immigrant Song playing in the background. We're muting it for now, just because
my
Led
God,
Zeppelin, it's very tight
the
with
side graphics are so beautiful. Oh man, oh dude.
I don't know if you'll get flagged with my singing, but
come from the land of the ice and snow. Dude, that's epic. That is so cool, man. Now,
just wait. This is the premium model.
Yeah, because not a lot of people realize that though you may have a favorite video machine or favorite pinball machine from Stern, that there are different models available with many of them.
Yep. So I'll touch on that in a second. Let me stop sharing.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah, we had to mute that, but go to sternpinball.com. You can watch the trailer with full sound. We've got the rights to Immigrant Song in our marketing videos. But that is our latest, newest, greatest machine, Led Zeppelin. And if you are a fan of pinball, if you're a fan of rock music or any music, this is your jam. I mean, it's the best energy of its kind, pinball music. So with all of our cornerstone titles, we've got a Pro, a Premium, and limited edition model. So the Pro is what you would typically see on, locations, bar arcades. And then the Premium and limited edition is what you would see more for your home.
Okay. And what is the difference between those step models?
Sure. So the Pro model has a few less moving parts. So for this game, for Led Zeppelin, the Premium has an extra ramp. And then you saw it in the video. It's called the electric magic device, where this device literally raises up out of the playfield, and it showcases a spinner that you can just rip, and it spins and it charges a magnet. So once you hit this certain threshold in the game, the ball will magically stop and it'll go back down in the playfield. So it will just disappear.
Cool.
You don't know where the ball is, when it's going to pop back out, and it can act as a captive ball. You can shoot it through. The magnet can throw the ball at you up the playfield. So it's magical. That's why it's called the electric magic device. And then also on the Premium and LE models, we have our new expression lighting system. So if you saw on the inside of the cabinets, there's these 96 intelligent RGB LEDs, and it helps, simulate a graphic equalizer that, changes color, beats to the music. It's just fully choreographed to all the songs that we have in the game, full length Led Zeppelin songs that we have approved and worked with the licensor. I'll say Led Zeppelin does not give away their license to anyone. And
No.
Gary Stern has been with this company, I mean, his whole life. Stern has been in business for a little over 30 years. It's taken a little over 30 years to get this game made.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean they are a slow roll boil when it comes to giving their rights away and letting it happen. I think there was like a car commercial a while back. I think it may have been it might have been Immigrant Song
Yeah.
that was used in it. But I think that yeah, I mean it's one of those the fact that y'all got that is absolutely amazing because of course most people might be familiar with like the Kiss pinball machine, that kind of, there have been of course other rock and roll themed pinball machines. I think Aerosmith had one.
Yep.
um
Metallica, AC/DC,
Metallica, yeah, yeah. So I mean, you
Beatles.
guys have been cooperating. I did not know that there was an Eagles pinball machine.
Not that I've heard of. That's news to me.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you just said the Eagles. That's why I was like, whoa.
Oh no, sorry. The
That's
Beatles.
okay. The
The
Beatles,
Beatles.
the Beatles. Okay, yeah, that one makes a whole lot more sense. But what is it like for you guys to pick up relationships like that? Uh, and to carry those on through the years because that really is something I think at least as a rock and roll fan at heart, like I'm a Rush freak, for instance. And whenever you went to a Rush show, you can't anymore, but whenever you did, you saw generations of
Yeah.
Rush heads. You saw like the granddad who was into it back in 68, who got the kid into it, who got his son into it. Like me and my brother always went with my nephews, So I think that pinball is very much in that same way, that cross generational dads that play pinball bring their kids out to play pinball. That kind
Absolutely.
of
And
stuff.
I mean, that's the beautiful thing about pinball is you can convert new fans. So, I mean, I'm a perfect example of it. We released Iron Maiden a few years ago.
Mhm.
I could not name one Iron Maiden song. I have that game in my basement and I love their music. I mean, it's perfect with pinball, but I mean, you can say the same with all these newer properties. So,
Yeah,
Stranger Things, you have a lot of adults that might not watch it, but there's teenagers and kids that watch it and
that's
they get
right.
their parents into it. So it's really cool just to see how, pinball bridges the gaps all across the world.
Well,
I
and I
like to
think
say
that
pinball is the universal language of fun.
it is. It is. It really is. Because no matter where you go in the world, there are versions of pinball machines.
Yeah.
There's the localized version of what one is, even, and it even goes back to like gaming here in America, back to the days of gambling and getting prizes instead of money, all kinds of stuff. And one of the things that I love about pinball machines is the marriage between analog and digital. The
Yeah.
fact that even though y'all keep things as analog as possible, hand wiring, all that kind of just beautiful construction on the inside, when you open them, they look like a piece of art on the inside. They are like, as a circuit designer, they are just so gorgeous. Like it is just beautifully attractive to open up a pinball machine.
It
But
blows my mind.
some of the technology that you guys incorporate and marry with the analog is so amazing. If you can go into some of that just a little bit real quick for our audience.
Sure. So, I mean, we just keep evolving as the technology changes. So, I mean, you go back 10, 15 years, and all of the lighting in the game used to be incandescent bulbs, which, at the time was fine. But now you improve technologies and you've got LEDs. Not only do they last longer, so you're not changing out your light bulbs. If you go to an arcade and they have an old pinball machine, there's a good chance that you see some of the light bulbs out,
Yeah,
and you won't see that happen on these newer games. But going a step further, we're consistently trying to improve our products. We want to make them as reliable as possible. Now you've got a metal ball that is just transporting and hitting things all around the machine. So inevitably you want to take care of it and maintain it. It's like your car. You can't just let your car just drive forever.
yeah,
And with the pinball machine, we want to make these things as bulletproof and reliable as possible. So with our new Spike 2 technology, it helps to, reduce the complexities underneath the hood, so to speak. So you were saying, when you open up a machine and you see all of these wires, there's still a lot of wires,
Yeah.
but 10 years ago it was a mile of wire, and now we're down to half a mile of wire. So I
Oh,
mean, it's getting
wow.
much more reduced complexity, less components to break, and you know easy serviceability. By and large, these machines are meant to be coin operated. So
Yeah.
you want plug and play for operators to make money. But for a
Yeah.
homeowner, you also want serviceability to be easy. If it's a simple swap of a board if something goes out, that's much easier than telling some casual person, "Hey, can you bust out the soldering iron and try
Yeah.
to do something?" It's
Yeah.
like,
So we're gonna ship you the transformer,
yeah,
and what you need to do is discharge the capacitors first, so you don't get hurt. And yeah, precisely. So yeah, if you can make it all component wise to where it's like, hey, hit this button on the back, it'll release the latch. You can open it up, one screwdriver, pop out the board, pop in the new one, connect the wires. You're back in business.
yep. Or
Um,
you run through a diagnostic test and it tells
yeah,
you, exactly, oh, node board 8 is out. And it's like, okay, now I know where to look, versus
exactly.
the wild west of the old games where it's like, all right, let me bust out my multimeter and just
Yeah.
kind of hope and pray and prod around.
Let's hope that whoever the technician is that's working on it is really, really good at it,
Yeah.
so that they can test that special ramp. So this is just fantastic. I love the fact that I got to interview you and dork out on this for a minute or two. Tell everybody where they can go to get their new version of the Led Zeppelin Immigrant Song pinball machine, pro
Oh, there's more
version.
than Immigrant Song. There's
L-
10 full-length tracks. So
Oh, dude,
you know
that's
what?
awesome.
I could keep rambling on. I don't want a communication breakdown here, but you can go to sternpinball.com, and if you find a dealer or distributor, you can find one to buy for your home. Or as arcades slowly start to get back open, safely and responsibly, we also have a pinball locator, so you can play
Cool.
these games out in the wild.
Oh, fantastic. That's awesome. I may have to. Where can you get the pinball locator? Is that just on your general app store? On
Yeah,
your
so if you go to
mobile device?
sternpinball.com, it's on the upper red bar of our website. It says Pinball
Cool.
Locator.
Cool. I am definitely getting that for my travel device for once I get back out into the world of traveling AV. Thank you so much for taking the time, as always, to come by, talk about the latest and greatest over there at Stern.
Thank you for having me on. And next year, come by the booth and we'll play a game.
Absolutely. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your digital CES.
Thanks, you too.
I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.